VirtualBox is really cool, but it doesn't allow you to copy or clone some of your virtual machines very well. So we're going to walk through how to do that. If you go to your local library and scroll down until you find the VirtualBox folder, you'll see all your VirtualBox data here. I want to make a copy of this VDI file. VDI is your virtual disk. So I'm going to make a copy of the drive that I already installed Windows to. In the terminal, you're going to change to your library folder, then change to your VirtualBox folder, and then let's take a look at the files. You can see there is my Windows XP SP2 VDI file. I'm going to use vbox manage, that's a command, then type clone HD, and then type the file you want to make a copy of, which is Windows XP Service Pack 2 VDI, and I'm going to call the new file xptest.vdi. This can take a little bit of time. I'm going to speed it up here. It eventually creates a copy of that virtual drive. And the important thing here is this UUID number, this crazy hexadecimal list of numbers here. I'm going to make a copy of that because we're going to use that, and this is where we have to do all the geeky stuff. So if you click on the machines folder, you'll see that we have a folder for the virtual machine you set up. This is the one I set up for my original XP machine. I'm going to make a copy of it. And I'll just rename it XP Test so that the machine knows it's lined up with the new one I'm making. Then inside XP Test, I'm going to change the XML file. I'll rename that to XP Test as well. This isn't really necessary, it just helps you keep track of what's going on. I'm going to edit that XP Test file. You can use any text editor. I'm going to use Text Wrangler. And there are a couple changes we have to make here. The big change we have to make is down at the bottom. We need to change the UUID of the hard drive that this machine uses to the new UUID that was just created. So I'm going to paste that in right there. And the other change we have to make is up at the top here, the machine needs to have a changed UUID. So the machine itself has a changed name by just changing any of these digits, and I'm going to rename the machine here XP Test so I can see it. That's the name that shows up in VirtualBox. Now the other change I need to make is over here. I need to change the original VirtualBox XML file. This is the file that controls all of the information for VirtualBox itself, not necessarily for each individual machine. So there's a couple things I need to change here. First, I'm going to make a new machine entry. So I'm going to create a new entry for my cloned XP box. And in here, I'm just going to change the UUID so it matches the one that I created. Then I'm going to change the name, the folder where it's found. I changed all that stuff to XP Test. And then last but not least, we have to upgrade the media registry portion with the new hard drive that we created, that copy. So in here, I need to, first of all, change the location to the new location I created. I called that file xptest.vdi, so I need to update that here. I also need to change the UUID of that file, and I can grab that UUID from the XPTest XML file I was working with a minute ago. So down here at the bottom, I have the UUID of that image. I'm going to copy that, and I'll paste it back over into the main file for VirtualBox. Okay, so the media registry is updated. Now I'm just going to save this file. I'll save my XP test file just in case I hadn't done it already. Now all we have to do is run VirtualBox and see what we get. Okay, so you can see we have the XP test machine down here at the bottom. It also references xptest.vdi as its hard disk, and those settings were taken from the VirtualBox.xml file. We run this and we should see a new copy of our original Windows machine, and there it is. So I hope this helps you. Feel free to email me at josh@eyeopener.ca if you have questions about this video or would like some help with your next IT project.